I'm gonna read your mind here real quick. Let's just say you were recently searching up on YouTube for a wireless microphone. Maybe I'm right. Well, let's keep going. Say you were searching up for a company called Movo, and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. They got some wireless microphones called the WMX-1. Oh shoot, there's a WMX-2? Okay, well, let's find out what the difference is. Oh wait, there's no comparison video until now. You've clicked on the right video for the comparison between the two microphones. We will have a price reveal at the end of the video. Pick your votes now, pick your winner, and let's hop into it. So right here in front of me though, basically I have the main two microphone sets. Here's everything. On the left, I know the 2 looks like it comes with a little bit less because of the case size, but I mean, you'll notice right here, you got this big guy versus these 3 little guys, and that's where most of the changes have come in for the WMX-2 Duo. Starting off here with our WMX-1, again, like I said, these are all duo sets. So in this giant case, you can see that there is all the stuff you'd ever need down here, basically, as far as adapters and cables go. I'm not gonna go super in depth with this, but the main difference I'm gonna focus on as of right now is the batteries, because you'll notice the WMX-2 on the left side of the screen here comes in this giant case with the 3 little transmitters inside of it, which I know seems underwhelming, but this little guy packs a punch compared to these big guys. I have a bunch of AAA batteries stored in the top side of the case here for the WMX-2, and that's because these cheap little things love to use AAA batteries. Who would have thought that you pay between the $100 to $200 range and you'd have to get that? If you just look at in the WMX-2, it actually has a USB-C built-in charging port for the individual mics, not just the main charging case. So you can charge basically everything that comes in this whole package, which is actually super nice. Compared to just, oh shoot, I ran out of battery on my WMX-1 over here, and it's like no one has time to go out and find some more batteries for the WMX-1, right? That's definitely a big advantage that the WMX-2 takes home. But I feel like that's about where the WMX-1 starts to lose even more. If we get into the actual microphones themselves, you'll notice some big differences. Main things you're going to see here are that the 1 is much smaller for sure, and the 2 is much larger. However, as far as the pack that it punches though, the 2 seems to do a lot better of a job at actually packing in more features than this giant WMX-1 over here. You're going to notice that there is a nice screen on the WMX-2 here, which is a great improvement over the 1 right here. This guy just starts blinking to let you know it's working, which is great, but that's it. Now you'll notice right here that you have one slight advantage from the WMX-1 actually is the line in port, which basically that allows you to wear some headphones while you're using the microphone. So if you want to listen to what you're saying live, like a podcast or something, in the case of the WMX-2, they decided, nope, we don't need that. And they have just a direct built-in microphone, which the WMX-1 does not have, which is super nice if you think about it, because you don't even need to plug in a a lapel microphone, which both of these do come with 2 lapel mics, but you can basically just talk into this guy and it'll allow you to be like one of those TikTokers, just like, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? They're like, oh, yo, well, I'm doing great. And then, yeah, exactly. You're just ready to go. And as you can tell, it even gives me live feedback right here. I'm trying to talk a little bit louder, yeah, so that the mic line turns on. So you literally have a live feedback on here on the screen, and then you can also actually increase or decrease the gain. So it goes from, I think, 0 to 6. So you literally have a gain knob that comes on here as well. If you just look at in the WMX-2, it actually has a USB-C built-in charging port for the individual mics, not just the main charging case. So you can charge basically everything that comes in this whole package, which is actually super nice. Compared to just, oh shoot, I ran out of battery on my WMX-1 over here, and it's like no one has time to go out and find some more batteries for the WMX-1, right? That's definitely a big advantage that the WMX-2 takes home. All right, now we're gonna be going through the receivers right here really quickly. As you can see, the screen is very nice again on the WMX-2. Okay, so these are actually the gain markers for both microphones, so you get to see both on the receiver, and it also gives you, I think a a mute button, or maybe that's a connection amount. I'm sure you can check that out in the WMX2 review. There's much more to talk about for the WMX2 than the 1, to be honest. And in this case, the receiver is basically about the same or worse for the WMX1. But otherwise, yeah, this is just like a pair, I think a Hertz changer, so that you can pair your mics better. But otherwise, you have basically a line out so you can connect up your receivers, both of them, to whatever you're recording on. So if you want to plug these guys into your camera or your computer or your phone or whatever you need to record your video with to have the wireless audio from, then that's great. And then you also have a line in of headphones, which WMX2, they realized, you know what, we only need a line in on the receiver rather than the people listening. Now, unless you're recording a podcast with wireless microphones, which seems kind of dumb if I'm gonna be honest, you're not really going to need that extra line-in headphones for the WMX1 that it comes with. So all in all, this WMX2, God, I'm just going to say the 2 and the 1 at this point, all right? The 2 really takes the dub as far as the receivers go. All right, so now we are doing a microphone test. Obviously, you can see that I'm using the little microphone right here. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah. As I'm talking into it, you can see that the dial on it goes up. So yeah, we're basically just going to keep talking into this to see how it sounds as I talk to it about like 3 inches away from my face. This is what happens when it's really too close. This is what happens probably when it's a little bit too far away. This is like the most gain that it can have right now out of 6. Let me try the lowest setting. Okay, so can you hear me? Okay, so this is like a 0. So yeah, that's what it sounds like with just the built-in microphone. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure we're on the wireless lavalier microphone that's built into this. As you can see, I'm fully wireless, not hooked up to anything. So this is the mic that I'm talking into, and basically, this is what it sounds like. I'm just going to keep talking around town, walking and talking a little bit. You can get a good idea of what this sounds like. I'm going to turn down the gain here now. Because it's not indestructible for $1,000. Why isn't it indestructible? You know, the battery, why doesn't that last a month long? It's $1,000. You know, like this block that you're going to carry in your pocket should be worth at least, you know, a whole year's worth of battery, if anything. So we're very disappointed, to say the least. All right, now we're gonna go back to my full-on hand view here. As you can see, I have a bunch of cables laid out here from the WMX2, and I'm just gonna take out most of the stuff that comes with the 1. But here's, you know, the cable difference. I mean, roughly speaking, it's pretty similar, let's be honest. Like these two guys, I'm not gonna go through here telling you about, oh, which one comes with the extra aux cable or something, or which one's longer. I don't really care. Length doesn't always matter, guys, come on. So, you know, I would assume for the most part that, from what I remember, both of these mics come with a smartphone adapter jack for the mics, as well as, oh, this is a smartphone, as well as a camera adapter jack, as well as your 2 lapel mics. This is the WMX1 again, and then this is also a camera adapter mic so that you can actually put the transmitter, the receiver, on top of a camera. Basically, both of these mics should work great with anything. Some extra things do come with the WMX2 though, like a nice lapel mic weight. I don't even know how that works, to be honest, but if you do, that's good for you. And then you also get a bunch of outdoor wind muffs, which is kind of hard for me to explain, but if you've ever heard of a dead cat before, not an actual dead cat, but like, you know, one that goes on the outside of a microphone, that just helps with, you know, external breathing, like don't clip that, please. But yeah, stuff like that, like a dead cat, is really nice to have. All right, so maybe you thought we were done, but just to go a little bit more in depth, I swear the price reveal is coming soon. If you're really that desperate, just click on the links in the description. So as far as the WMX1, the big guy goes, you're gonna be getting probably around 200 feet is the point of that. But if we go to the WMX2 Duo, this is again another upgrade that they did for this guy. There is 328 feet of clear signal, you know, according to perfect testing and everything. Roughly according to these numbers, the WMX2 Duo should be way better, or at least, you know, 3/2 times better than the WMX1 that comes in this case. At this point, I'm going to reveal the price difference. Well, let's start by saying the WMX1 is $50 cheaper than the 2 is. So this guy, $50 less. Would you say that having AAA batteries and having no screens built in, as well as no USB-C, charging port, and a bunch of other features is really worth this guy being, having further charging range, as well as a few extra features like little, lapel mic dead cats, which are maybe unnecessary? No. I really wouldn't say that the WMX-1 is worth it in any case, being $50 less. But with that being said, the WMX-2 is worth $200 and the 1 is worth $150 currently. Now this guy did come out at $200. I will say, now that it's down 50 bucks, I am very happy, but I would still say 150 is probably a little bit too much if I'm gonna be honest. No matter which way you decide to go, they're both linked in the description, but personally, if it were me, I would pick the WMX-2 as long as you can afford it. If not, honestly, the 1 is all right. Maybe just look for something else if it's not in your price range, but I feel like there are plenty of other options and videos you can check out on this channel if you're not sure. But let me know your thoughts on the video as far as leaving the price to the end of it, what your thoughts were on it, if you like that format. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like buttons above that, comment sections down below, bells to the right of it, something like that. I don't really care anymore. That's the end of the video. I love you. See you in the next one. Peace.